Well, we're not getting into Buckskin Gulch today because that was a hard no from Little Tuk. Hi. He's so very happy playing with his squeaky ball, but I'm pretty sure this is going to end with me having to climb down that hill to retrieve it. And there's the sun coming up. I'm out of cereal because I ate my last cereal last night for dinner. So we're having PB&J for breakfast. Oh, my peanut butter's a little stiff because it's cold. Do you think PB&J is for you? You already had your breakfast. You did. You had your breakfast. Of course he'll be getting some PB&J. Is that good? It makes a pretty good breakfast. And it's very filling and easy. And good morning to everybody. If you're new to the channel, I'm Katie. That's Tuk. This is my Jeep. And we're on a pretty massive road trip. And right now we are on the Utah-Arizona border down House Rock Road. And we're gonna go check some things out down here today. Okay, hop in. Good boy. Here, have some cookies. Good boy. Watch your tail. It did rain last night. Kind of a fair amount, and rained this morning. So I suspect the road is gonna be a little muddier. But I have seen one truck come up the road. So I know it's passable, but I suspect we'll be getting a little mud on the Jeep. And we're just going down the road, not terribly far, to a trailhead where we're going to check out a slot canyon. I'm not going to hike very far down the slot canyon, but it's a very long, impressive slot canyon. Supposedly, it is the longest slot canyon in the world. I don't know if anybody's actually measured all the slot canyons to know that for sure, but it's really long. But first we're stopping here. This is the Maze Rock Art site, and we're gonna go check out some rock art. It's a short walk, maybe half a mile to the petroglyphs. It shouldn't take me very long to get there. The gate is no problem for you. That's an unusual way to do it. I mean, I gotta step over it. Huh. That is an unusual gate. It's there to keep the cows out of this area. I just love that we are getting back into cactus country. Real cactus country. I mean the little tiny cactuses, cacti, don't really count. They're everywhere. But these, the big cacti, you don't find until you get pretty far south. Well, there's the first set of petroglyphs. They're spiral, and kind of another spiral there, and what may be a humanoid figure. Can't really tell what that is though. You also have your classic desert shrubbery the Mormon tea. And I can't remember what this one's called, but it's neat. As I've rounded the final corner, there they are. This is a nice petroglyph site. This figure up here of a maze is why it's called the maze. And that's a cool humanoid figure up there. And a snake with two heads entering the maze. And look at this dude right here. I like him, whatever he is. Oh, there's another one. There's two of those. And then sheep. Bighorn sheep, 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 sheep. And there's another bighorn sheep over there. I don't know what this guy is. Looks like a bird sitting on a pole. The more you look at them, the more intricacies you see in them. And then you've got kind of a tree branch or arrow thing. And more of the swirls. They like the swirls. And then I think there was more on this panel, but they have been eroded and mossed over. And then you have kind of another, I think that's an animal figure, like a lizard or something. Way cool petroglyphs. I'm not sure what style these are. They don't really strike me as Fremont. Not that I am any kind of expert on petroglyphs, but they strike me as something potentially later than Fremont, but I don't know. The trail is short, but it goes up. That's where we started at the petroglyphs, and where we started this trail is beyond that hill over there and then down. And I'll see you guys back at the car. Good boy. It's pretty breezy and chilly out there. I should have taken my windbreaker because, yeah, the wind makes it cold. But let's head down the road. There's more to see. Welcome back to Utah. And the roads definitely are a little more slick. But so far, just fine. Just slick on top. I've got a little warmer clothes on now because it's a little chilly. And we are at the Wire Pass Trail. And this trail leads into Buckskin Gulch, which is really cool. It's not too long of a trail. I think it's a couple miles in and a couple miles back. And then you can go as far as you want once you're inside Buckskin Gulch. We won't be going too far into it. Just enough to show you guys what it looks like. It's a lovely day for a hike. Tuck is really digging being a desert dog, climbing on the sandstone and bounding through the sagebrush. You would think that he was actually born a desert dog. Are you coming back because you want a cookie? Yeah, you can have a cookie. There's a marker. That's for sure the first time I've ever seen a caution rattlesnakes sign. This is definitely rattlesnake territory, but not this time of year. Thank goodness. Climbing up the sandstone rerouted us above this, which is a bit of canyon you're not going to be dropping into without a rope. We've reached the top of Wire Pass, and now I gotta go down this gully. This is where sandstone being really sticky is very helpful. Just adventuring and having a great time, but this is the way we gotta go. Down there. Well, we're not getting into Buckskin Gulch today because that was a hard no from little Tuk. He did not like that little last steep bit and ran away. He was like, not doing that. And I could have put a leash on him and made him go down that, but I don't want to do things, I don't want to force him to do things like that. He's got to build up his confidence and build up his skills, and forcing him to do it is not gonna make it a fun thing for him. So no Buckskin Gulch today, but still a nice hike and to a lovely view. Good boy. Okay, I'm beat. Even though we didn't do the whole hike, I'm tired. And I think we're gonna head down the road and look for a camp spot. So I have a couple choices here. I could go south towards the Grand Canyon, but the north rim of the Grand Canyon, which is where we would arrive, is closed because they had massive wildfires just this past summer, and it burned a whole lot of stuff down. The south rim is open, but I can only walk along the rim with the dog, which is worth it if I hadn't done that before. Or we can head west, which is overall my goal, because before I start really heading south again, I want to go to Death Valley National Park, because I have never been there. So we are headed back toward Kanab, so that ultimately we will end up going through Nevada and then hitting Death Valley in California, and then head south. I think the little dude is tired. Like running around actually wore him out a little bit. And it's starting to rain. We've passed into Arizona again, and now we're about to pass back into Utah through Colorado City, which is a really interesting town. It's the home of fundamentalist Mormons, meaning the type that are disavowed by the LDS Church and have multiple wives. Sometimes you can spot a sister wife going through Colorado City. So we're gonna keep our eyes peeled. I didn't spot any sister wives this time through. Humans come up with some really strange things. I think this bump in the ground over here must be a cinder cone, and it looks like it was mined or quarried. Do you quarry cinder or do you mine cinder? It's probably quarry. Wow, would you look at that? Well, whether I find a camp spot down here or not, I just am really feeling the need to drive down the road to look at this. Because wow, what we're seeing is the backside of Zion National Park. And it's blowing my mind a little bit. I've turned around and I'm headed back toward the road that I originally picked out for a camp spot. But I'm gonna have to do some investigation about this road tonight and see where it goes, because holy cow, this is not a road I knew existed, and it's pretty amazing. I am a little concerned about how wet the roads are back here. Some of them are really muddy, but the one we're on right now seems okay. I think this will do for a campsite. We're overlooking Zion National Park. It takes just a few steps away from the Jeep to get a beautiful view, and I'm gonna pack it in for the night. I'm just having some ramen for dinner. I wish I did have more snacks, but I don't, because even though we passed back through Kanab, I didn't go to the grocery store. I regret my choices sometimes. Tuck seems pretty happy with the current camp spot. Are you bored now? Hi, you're a good boy. Yeah, and that big pointy butte is called Smithsonian Butte. And I found out the dirt road goes to some cool stuff, so we'll probably go exploring down there tomorrow. I think that's it for tonight, guys, and I want to thank all of you for coming along with me. It is amazing that you're coming along with me. And if you made it this far in the video and you're not a subscriber yet, maybe you should subscribe. Like and comment too. It all helps and it costs nothing. We'll see you down the road.